Hello! Hopefully this should work. Hi Sarah, hi Dominic, hi Otto, hi Mikey, hi Fairdust, hi YZ, hi Duad, hi guys! Yay! Let me know if you can hear and see. Hopefully. It's always a bit problematic, like if you can't hear and I say, can you hear me? It's working great, yay! How is everyone today? Oh. Aww. There's always quite a substantial delay between me doing a thing and you guys being able to see it. Super tired, I've forgotten to eat. Oh no! Dude, that's not ideal. Ordering dinner right now though. Okay, good. Headache. Oh no! Oh no, that sucks. It's been a very emotional week. Glad to be here. Aw. Emotionally good or emotionally bad? AFK phone call. Oh no. Oh man. I'm gonna start the stream talking about food. I just ate dinner. Well, dinner. Lunch, which we call dîner in French, which is super confusing. Because for us, dîner is lunch, but dinner is like the evening meal. I'm a little bit tipsy. Oh, that's okay. Like, it would be weird if you lived here because it's like 2 p.m., but I know you are on another continent and it's probably evening for you, so. Hey, April, hi. 5x5. What? I gotta be careful this stream because I feel like I'm gonna get a tension headache if I'm not careful. I did some stretches, but I always have to turn my head this way to look at the chat, so. 8 p.m. Ooh. Yes, that is so. I always need to do a check with my friends in Montreal on whether plans are actually for lunch or dinner. Yeah, exactly. Because of course we couldn't make that simple. No, I'm fine. I'm fine. I just gotta be careful. Hey, Katerina, hi. Yeah, I am from Canada. I'm from Quebec. Emotionally both. My ex-fiancé contacted me after. Aww. Oh, yeah, okay. The stalking bit sounds a bit creepy, Mikey. But I'm safe. He's living in Beijing, 12 time zones away. I thought France. No, I'm in Quebec, the French-Canadian province of Canada. Dinner, the evening meal, is called midday in Swedish. There's been some weird linguistic shift there for sure. We bought a box of Halloween chocolates always makes me so happy. Like, I still kept some habits from trick-or-treating as a kid. Like, whenever I get the box of chocolate, I have to, like, empty it and sort them out in all the different flavors. and then we split. Oh, no, I'm fine. Like, I don't have the pain yet. I just feel a tension. So I just gotta, if you see me do weird stretches during the stream, that's just me taking care of it. Because even if I don't stream, what am I gonna do? I'm gonna draw anyway, so... Besides, I think that like being with you guys is good for the mental health. So that's the consideration too. Hey Malvina, hi. I'm recovering for a bad flu and learning Loomis's method. Ooh. That's very classical approach. But we don't want you to get a headache. I'm fine. Yeah, we can take breaks and do like group stretches. I just slept wrong because sleeping is hard apparently. I'm so happy it's finally like blanket and sweater season and I'm like so psyched for it. You don't have to join me in headache feel. I really hope yours is gonna like F off very soon. Hey Val, hi! It helps a lot with portraits. It reminds me to measure and align features. Yeah. I know we sync on lots of stuff, but yeah, we always sync on like everything equally, both the good and the bad. I can't wait till it gets colder in Texas. Still humid. Oh, cold and humid is not ideal, but I will still take it over hot and humid. On dinner, it's similar in Polish. I remember this being super confusing when I was learning English, because dinner is suddenly eaten in the evening. What about supper then? Yeah, same. So here it's déjeuner for breakfast. Usually it's dîner for lunch and souper for the evening meal. That's what I kind of grew up with. So breakfast, déjeuner is a literal like translation, so that's fine. But lunch is sort of the dîner, and then dinner is souper, but you also have supper. So yeah, at least breakfast is still there. Cold and dry is great. Hope you'll be fine. Maybe it's tension before live. Oh no, I'm never super stressed about these live, because it's kind of always very casual and fun. What do you prefer, lives or recording? It's very different. The biggest advantage of live streams is that you don't really have to edit them afterwards, because it's all in real time. Editing is the most time-consuming process, and it's also very difficult if you have issues with focusing on stuff, because it's the one step of making videos that you cannot really listen to something else or have like music in the background, because you have to pay attention to the audio and everything. So I find it really hard to focus on. Hey Ari, hi. Otto says, I grew up on breakfast, lunch and supper at boarding school. Yeah, at least that's not confusing. Editing is hell. Oh, it really is. And the way my stuff is set up, like I always have to do sort of voiceovers, Oh, like you develop little techniques when you do voiceovers a lot to make it easier to edit. Like you figure out better, like when you stumble on a word, where you need to sort of start repeating the voiceover. But husband grew up as breakfast, dinner, tea, supper. What is tea? Is it like afternoon snack or something? Some parts of Sweden say evening food for dinner instead of midday. But I think they still say lunch for lunch. Huh. I hate editing, that's why I procrastinate making videos. Oh, I know what you mean though. I think I would love editing more if it was a bit more artistic. Exactly what? What is tea? Also, why is there a specific one named tea? Like I kind of have tea almost all day long. So, but yeah, the like it's more like often technical videos, and I don't exactly have the setup to do beautiful footage. That's my fault. So yeah, I feel kind of stuck. Like when I look at videos from people like Perfleur, or I find that Furry Little Peach does really interesting videos too. But what I like of Perfleur's video is that she never really shows herself. So it's really just like beautiful, and she has good cameras too. Tea is dinner and supper is the thing you eat mid-evening. But I didn't grow up with the notion of eating after the evening meal. I know that my mom at some point developed a tendency to get up in the middle of the night to eat food, but it just feels so gross. Personally, I'm just like, bleh. Like, yeah, maybe I'm hungry, but I'm gonna eat at breakfast. That's okay. Podvizorek. Little something before evening. Aw. I find it funny to see editing quirks. One guy I've watched for 10 years plays game at least 3 times before he records. He has note on the timer super detailed. Oh, wow. Hey, Jellybean! What do you want to eat for dinner becomes an unnecessarily complicated question in this house. Oh, no! Oh. Yeah, like the only thing that's really in common is breakfast. And more often than not, that's often the meal that, I don't know about you guys, but we sort of don't really eat breakfast at the same time or even eat the same thing. So that's not a difficult one to figure out in terms of food prep. Husband just pointed out that it is ironic that you could have a cup of tea with your breakfast, dinner, and supper, but not with tea. No tea, for real? Whoa, I thought that was the whole point. I don't think they thought this through. I agree. It kind of misses the point. Oh, that's hilarious. Ooh, yummy. Oh no, no tea. Anarchy in United Kingdom. Side-eyeing husband. Hey, Hey, welcome back, Sarah. Tea with tea? What? Oh, it makes no sense. Yeah, what is the mid-afternoon snack with that we often see, like with the little pastries and tea? What's that called? Tea is you're thinking of afternoon tea. Oh, wow, dude. Hold on. I'm just checking something super quickly because brain is not providing. Okay, so it's pretty easy to figure out where Tolkien got his idea for the hobbits then, with their bazillion meals per day. Now that's the tea. Yeah, it's not his fault. I'm trying to think of something to draw. Afternoon tea. Oh, Jeebus. In America, we have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Sometimes a brunch, but yeah, brunch at least still makes sense because it's breakfast and lunch, so you get a brunch. Fine. But yeah, I don't know if you were there when we were saying that. Jelly bean. Oh, by the way, hi Jill. Yeah, it was because I was mentioning that in French, lunch is called dîner, which is written almost exactly like dinner. But our evening meal is called souper in French, so it's always a bit confusing when you learn English to figure out that dinner is not actually lunch, but the evening meal. Okay, let's gather all the meal names together in time order. Breakfast, brunch, lunch, afternoon tea, dinner tea, supper. I'm thinking. Dinner can be used for lunch. It's so confusing. Breakfast, brunch, lunch. That's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. There's 11 seasons. Oh, that's not just the Hobbit thing. Uh-oh. But why do you need 11 Cs if you have lunch around noon? Right now I'm only 3 pages into Loomis and I feel like I would need 3,000 more to really see improvement. Oh no, with practice you'll be fine. It's always hard in the beginning, but the more you do it, the more you sort of assimilate the knowledge. Hey, Boxa Paint, hi! I just graze all day. Nope, it's a thing. So when is 11 Cs? Is it 11 in the morning or is it 11 at night? Can I just say I'm not saying I eat all these meals. Oh, that's really interesting, Katerina. I'm not gonna try saying these because I will probably butcher them. And that's not cool. I miss coffee. Aww. Have you tried any of the sort of coffee alternatives there is out there, like the sort of chicory coffee or well, I would say the mushroom thing, but the mushroom things kind of creep me out. 11 Cs is a cup of tea with a couple of biscuits or similar. It's 11 a.m. But lunch is just, ugh. I mean, a cup of tea, fine. Though, mind you, when I used to eat earlier and go to work, I would always get hungry around 11, but you can wait for an hour before eating, I guess. Should have the candy tasting mushroom. Oof. My understanding is that dinner is the biggest meal of the day, so midday dinner or evening dinner. Oh. So what I have here is a bunch of various glitters and weird powders. I'm just going to put it out there. Dunch or Liner. I really like Dunch. That's so silly. Yeah, my point was to try and turn all these into paints eventually, but I don't know how well it would work. When we were in the office, 11 is when the whole team would vanish for tea, coffee, and a snack. But lunch tended to be around 2. Oh, okay. Okay. Like that can work. I can sort of picture that. Does anyone know if you can sort of make watercolor paint with like small glitter, but glitter is still bigger than most pigment particles? Would it still work? I don't know if I could mix these with a pigment or if it would just be a mess. I should try on small batches. Oh, also, since I have you guys there in the chat, I wanted to ask, I asked this question on the Discord, but I think I should ask in the chat as well. When you buy handmade paints, how do you feel about the smell of clove that often comes with handmade paints? Isn't that how they make those glitter paints on Etsy? I don't know. I haven't really looked into it. I made some with the finest hollow ones that worked, but yeah, I haven't tried with bigger glitter. Oh, dinner! Sorry, that was really loud. What did you get, Otto? You'll have to tell us when you come back. Some of my mica is like teeny tiny little glitters. I know it's all sparkly, but some are more like glitter and others are. Yeah, that's. Yeah, I have some like I have some here like that are a bit more glittery, while other the pigment is sort of mold finer and it's just like a shimmery effect instead of a glitter effect. I enjoy it, but so do my cats, which can be problematic. Oh no. Why would they smell of clove? Most recipes for handmade watercolor binder, they recommend putting a drop of clove oil in there because it helps preventing mold from growing. But adding the oil in there also brings the smell of clove with it. The smell of clove is fine, it's just when they start adding more perfumey. Generally speaking, if a smell of any kind bothers me, I leave it by the window or balcony for a few days, and that seems to help. Clove oil smell does dissipate over time. Freshly topped up is much stronger than stuff that's been just stored on the rack. Huh, okay. Because I know when I open my tins full of handmade paints with clove oil, it's a really like it doesn't bother me, but there's a punch in the face of the scent of clove. And I know that a lot of people are sensitive to smells, so I was sort of trying to figure stuff out. I made a bunch of like gold. You saw them. You saw the golden glitter colors I made. And these were made with a batch of binder that has clove oil in it. And I think it's timely because they're gonna be more of a holiday festive thing, so I feel like the smell of clove fits in with holiday, but I still don't know if I want all of my paints to have that scent. And I'm trying to figure out, like, can I use the recipe without the clove oil and use it quickly enough so that it doesn't have time to sit there and get moldy? Should I put it in the fridge? I know some people put it in the fridge. Perhaps that would help. I spilled my bottle of masking fluid all over my desk and got it on my etch sketchbook. Oh no! Oh no. Yeah, let it dry. I would also recommend letting it dry. It's gonna be much easier to peel off if you let it dry first. Sorry, language is not my friend today. Pans that have been done and dried for ages smell barely of clove. Oh, really? Freshly topped up ones smell a lot really of cloves. It's not that bad, but I was still salty about it. I let it dry a bit before cleaning it up. Oh, I would fully let it dry just for the silver lining of peeling it off. Like a big goopy rubber surface. But that sucks. Especially with the etcher book that are like cloth on the cover. So if the masking fluid gets in there, it's going to be very difficult to peel off. I still haven't opened my schminke palette or tried to clean. Oh no! Oh no! No, 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 no. Oh no. I don't think I'm going to get a sketchbook with a cloth cover again. It just gets hairy and stained. Yeah, I'm not. I prefer the cloth cover that's you know, a bit thinner and less textured. The Etcher one is really like almost like canvas. You know, it's thick and it has a really sharp, a really strong texture of the way the fabric is weaved or whatever. And it's white. So again, I'm not entirely sure why they went with that. But yeah, in reality, it gets super stained. I mean, I don't know if they have sort of this aesthetic in mind of like people being all orderly and never making messes and having this clean sketchbook on their desk or something. It's supposed to be so that you can paint on it, but not... Maybe if you were doing oils, but it's a watercolor sketchbook. Like, it's not gessoed to... I don't get it. The hardback Arteza ones are air magnets as well. Yeah, but at least they're like beige, brown, and gray. Hides it a bit better, you know? I wanted to ask Box of Paint, were you able to sort of not be too mad at Emmy for making a huge mess? Also, she's mostly white. I hope she didn't get any paint on her. I have an extra one around here. It's a cute look. And it sort of really sticks in there. Like, I would need to get the lint roller to clean it up. We had only just built them a huge cat tower less than 10 minutes before the disaster. She didn't get any paint or plant matter on her, not a speck of dirt. Oh no! Oh, so she just made a huge mess. Oh. My pens look like a sandwich dropped on the beach. No! I've eaten so many sandwiches. I absolutely know what you mean. Oh my god, my cat sat on the oven when I was making coffee in the morning. And her tail got singed so much. Oh no, baby! It looks like felt or suede. No, it's cloth and it's white. So it looks like stain and dirt and whatnot. And it smelled, oh no, yeah, singed hair stinks very much. Oh, it's good. Hello. White plus watercolors is asking for trouble. Yeah. That's really dirty. She was mad at me when I threw it to the ground. Yeah, but I mean, it was for her own good because she would have toasted her butt if she'd stayed there. And it wasn't the first time either. Oh. We always try really hard to make sure that cats don't go in the oven. Pico is not tempted, but Scout gets cold. So she will sometimes go on it, but when it's like it's still warm but not on, like, not, what's the word I'm looking for? Like, it's the residual heat. It's not because it's working at the time. Words are hard. Another thing that really bummed me out of the Etcher books is the fact that the paper has a side. We have the open flame ones. Ooh, okay. Yeah, that's not good. I'm so stumped with this paper that basically all I've done in this book is swatch mixes and colors. I haven't... Oh, here, we can see. So that's... I don't know if you can sort of see... Oh, it's so blasted out. Hold on. I think that's possibly a bit better. Our oven is in a fireplace and grateful because my two are super curious. But oh, yeah, to be honest, I don't like the paper that much. I'll try to fit. Yeah, and this is a double page where I swatched some Kremer paints, and they really rub off, which bums me out. That's annoying. But yeah, I've mostly done like swatches and mixes in there. With some paints, it also has the issue of the white flecks. You know, when you paint a flat wash, but you still see some specks of white paper through the wash, which is not something that should happen. And they sell these for so much money, like it's a bit out of balance in terms of like the design choices, the price, and the type of paper in it. It's cotton paper, but the fact that it has a side makes it less versatile. Hey Lee, hi! How are you? The paint rubbing off is not an issue with the paper, it's an issue with the paint itself. Technically. Because it's about the binder and the paint. I will try a lot of things on a whim, but the price of Etcher has always made me flinch. Yeah, it's a bit of a, like, let me sit down and really consider my my options now. Create the deck. Hey, that's awesome. That's awesome, really. I like the paper okay, but the sizing goes bad around the edges. Oh, really? What the heck? What? I didn't know that the sizing would go bad. I thought it was supposed to be something like Fabriano paper in there. And I wonder if the same happens with other papers. How big is... Yeah, that's not... Okay, hold on. Okay. there was one brand of paper, Canson Fontenay, and I think discontinued it. It was sized on both sides. It was sized on both sides, and also had different texture depending on the side. HP like and cold press. Ooh. Last week was tough. Puppy was really crazy. Turns out that X was accidentally starving her because she was teething. Oh no! Poor baby. Oh, did you get her some like soft food? Hopefully she's losing them all together and won't be. Yeah. As she chewed through odd stuff trying to get rid of the baby teeth. Kenny, no can I know. So yesterday and the night before we're in exercise and pacing the bottomless woof. Feeling, oh, yeah, she's a baby, so she still needs a lot of energy just to. It's soupy kibbles mixed with broth and cat food. We got soft puppy food too. Why cat food though? Okay, sorry about that, but coffee's finished. I kind of really miss farmers markets, I guess is the takeaway. I've drawn quite a few scenes of various farmers market stalls from memory. Hey, Kevin! How are you? I'll just be lurking because I'm cramming an essay due tomorrow. Oh, go, 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 go. You can do it. This is off topic, but I was low-key salty. None of the streaming services I have had Silence of the Lamb, but one had Hannibal of whole movies. I thought, well, it was on Netflix for a bit. Because I remember, like, trying to rewatch Silence of the Lambs. I don't know if I watched it completely or if I stopped but before the end. Have you been to the Atwater Market? Yeah, I really like the Atwater Market. We have, Montreal, as far as I know, has two big farmers market. You have Atwater which is sort of in the western-ish area of the island, and on the eastern-ish side of the island, because I'll explain, but you have the Jean Talon market. I used to live really close to the Jean Talon one, so I could go there on foot, but that was when I was in school, so I never really had the time to go. But I've been to the Atwater one a couple of times, and it's really nice. That one is really old, I think. Hey, welcome back, Otto. I don't think you missed much. I really like the Atwater market. Hey, Susan, hi. Annabelle is one of the weakest movies in the series. Right by the water too, so nice to grab some food. Oh, I agree completely. The Jean Talon one is sort of an like it's great, but it's also nightmarish because it gets so freaking crowded. I'm pretty sure the Atwater market gets crowded too, but the way the Jean Talon one is set is that you cannot just go by the water to sort of take a break from people. You kind of have to stay within the market area, because outside of the market area it's just like houses and apartments and condos and whatnot. There used to be a really nice farmers market in Quebec City, but they sort of relocated it, and now it's in a, I mean, it's new installations and all that, but it's in such an uninteresting spot that you kind of have to go out of your way to get there, while the previous location was really accessible. Oh, did anyone see this week's British Bake Off? It's German week. Essentially a chocolate week. Really? I would have expected like sauerkraut and wursts. Yeah, I wanted to ask Otto also about the Ding. I keep forgetting to ask about Ding, but she's been on my mind. I'll need to check the market in the East out post-COVID. Oh, definitely. If you can, the Jean Talon one, if you can go, well, it's difficult with COVID nowadays, but you know, the couple of times I went there that were really great were like during the week when most people work and most kids are like in school, and it was like you had room to like amble around and check out the stalls and everything. It's really nice. Hey, Lindsay, hi. Oh, I love that box of paint. My parents are seeming to enjoy living on a boat a bit more now, so there's a chance that they won't come back. Oh, that would be sort of a relief for Ding to have like a permanent place and not be ferried so much. Turns out it wasn't about the cat being important after all. Surprise, surprise. Yeah, and no shit, Sherlock. Ugh. The one time to hope that the world is flat and they say left. Whee! So long! Can you imagine? Oh. I will keep you guys updated if I hear anything about them. Yay! Thank you, Otto. To be honest, I'm super surprised that the husband didn't cheat on the wife while the wife was back in the UK for 2 months. Considering, well, as far as you know. He wouldn't marry her for 10 years just in case something better came up. Ugh. Oh, that's not... That's something he really should have kept for himself. You weren't what I was looking for, just what I found. Oof. Ouch. We're not even that close a friend to... Oh, to confide that kind of stuff too. Okay, okay. Hey, have a good lunch, Phoebe. Phoebe, Jellybean. Sorry. Dang it. When trying to remember people's name works against me. By the way, cat portrait number 2. I'm sure she knows all the good gossips. Oh, for sure. She definitely does. Don't let the folded ears fool you. She hears everything. Hey, Ruby! Hello! Aww. Maybe it's just being practical. Objectively, I think I know what he means, but subjectively, it's a wild thing to offhandedly say. Yeah. She sat listening to you. Aw! Hey! I got the if you don't have anything nice to say, come sit next to me vibes. What's that supposed? Oh, yeah! The gossip cat. That's really fun to do. I wonder if I should sort of just keep on making a few. Just for fun and also to, I don't know. And the husband made her get a boob job. Ooh. Ooh, that's bad energy. And he's currently complaining about how she's gained weight to her face. I'll try to draw my face right now because you can't really see it. Yeah, that's about right. Red flags all over the place here. It's just red flags. But it's been red flags for like over 10 years. Aren't they from Dallas? Oh, there's one kind of portrait that I haven't done with the cat stuff, and it would be a portrait with like a parent cat and a kitten cat. Oh, I need to make this Emmy and Bear, I think. I have a whole basket of red flag stories about them. I mean, it's so bad. It's so bad. You wouldn't think it's actually true. Like, if you put that in a movie, I would be like, that's unrealistic. We got to see Binks on video call last night, and Amy was all over. Oh, oh. Wait, which one is Binks? Is that one of her kids? Yeah, the new one is not named Binks. His name is Luca, right? I feel like with all of Otto's friends, Saint Eve. I don't know where she has headaches now. Oh. Luca is the new nephew. Binks is one of Emmy's and the butthole of the... She was all like, I recognize that one. He used to be one of my beans. Why is he in the weird thing that makes noises and I can't get to him? I am all for spay neutering, and my sister is trying to convince my niece to get Binks fixed. But she's stuck on that he's my mom's cat's lineage. And she intends to keep it going. Oh. Hey, welcome back again, Sarah. Gorgeous but a jerk. He's got Emmy's eyes, buddy, but jet black. Ooh, tiny panther. With green eyes. That's gotta be gorgeous. Oh, it's okay, Sarah. No worries. Oh yeah, that's right. I've been trying to get art done forever, but chronic pain is trying hands. Oh, that really, really sucks. It's not exactly something I have to deal with, so I don't know how helpful that would be, but is there sort of alternative ways you can still express yourself, but that would work with the pain issue? Like, just an example, but say if holding a pencil or a brush is too painful, could you just like have some non-toxic paint and just paint with your fingers straight up? Like, it's not exactly the same level, but I remember when I was in college and we had live drawing classes, it's the teacher really tried hard to have us do like different approaches, because we would all take our pencils and draw with that, and he was like, no, try different stuff. And I remember I was like, oh, all right, try other stuff. I have ink, I have fingers, plop. And it was really fun, and it was such a refreshing approach, because you're so limited. Like with the pencil you can go very precise, but now with your fingers full of ink you can't. That I could do have some crappy acrylics to do. Yeah, it's a lot of fun, and you can sort of still express, like, it's almost easier because you don't have this worry of being accurate to something, if you know what I mean. Oil pastels and baby oil. Well, oil pastels, you still have to exert some pressure on them, which is why I think that painting directly with your hand is fun, because you don't need to put pressure on the paint to leave a mark. And yeah, and like for that kind of stuff, probably that crafters paint, or you can put like a nitrile glove on and use like Dollar Store acrylics. I recognized you. Oh, no, Dumb Mint oil pastels. Cheap ones can look like Crayola pastels are pretty good. Oh really? I didn't even know Crayola made pastels. I would rather get Crayola pastels than crayons. Huh. There's this one by here on YouTube that uses oil pastels and reviews some. They seem pretty fun. Oh, really? Thank you for recognizing that that's my dead name. Oh. Well, I'm sorry I used your dead name. He uses mostly Crayola. Oh, really? I'll write it down just for the sake of googling it after, because I've seen a lot of stuff from Crayola, but I don't think I've seen their pastels, and I'm really curious to see what they look like. Hey, River, hi. Oh, that's really awesome. Yay. We love good stories about supportive partners too. I mean, the unsupportive partner stories make for good gossip, but I much prefer when it's not people from the community. Supporting partners are the best, yeah. The drama with Zach. That Pippi looks like a Simba. Yeah, a bit. I think it's the stripes I added on the forehead that gives it a lion cub look. It's always so hilarious to me how our really young kitten beans, they have like almost no ears. It's just these little pointy things, and they have the closed eyes, and they're so helpless. All they do is me, me, me. And their mom is like, "Little bean, where are you?" Oh, that dude. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, that was weird. Epic voice, Simba. That movie, when it came out, like, was such a deal changer. It was such a big deal for me because it was a movie full of big cats. And I was like so psyched for it. And it was also very engaging because of the drama aspect of it. I still have them, but I had so many toys of like Lion King figurines and all that. Maybe I should like dig them up to sort of use as reference. It's from memory and it's so bad. What the heck? Hey, Crinks, hi! Yeah, and Simba, adult Simba has like that 90s hairdo. On top of like the mane and stuff. It has like those bangs. Yeah, that's the word I'm looking for. A lion with bangs. Great. Have you heard of the whole debate about whether the Lion King plagiarized Kimba? Yeah. He's looking at me all upset because it's not... Oh man, you should see Scout when we haven't given her the pumpkin yet. Like, she wants pumpkin a lot. She likes pumpkin a lot. And it's hilarious. Yeah, I still have plushies, like Lion King plushies, and the action, I don't remember what they look like. Oh, it's been forever. Kitty says hi and take me for a walk now. Scout and Pickle best say hi to me or it's on site. Oh, well, Scout is sleeping like behind me, and Pico is sleeping in the bedroom. So they send sleepy kitty vibes. That's good enough for me. Aw. Yeah, they're sending peaceful kitty dream vibes. So if you feel a hankering for seafood later, don't wonder why. That's why. Dreams of shrimps. I need sleepy vibes. I haven't slept in 48 hours. Oof. How are you feeling, by the way? Are you feeling a bit better? I get so useless when I lack sleep. Which is a bit silly in the sense that whenever it's bedtime, I struggle to fall asleep. But since I struggle to fall asleep, when I wake up in the morning, I'm already tired. And I'm tired throughout the day, except when it comes time to sleep again. Crinks make spoons. Your cats make sleeps. Aww. Yeah. It's big sleepy time. Actually, of course, my whole body's feeling me a bit. Oh no. Yikes. I'm so sorry. That really sucks. Dang, makes me so angry. Like it's frustrating to see how our neighbors to the south, like your healthcare system, it's infuriating. How is that okay? Ugh. Oh, something completely different, but Mr. E, like, killed me yesterday because he... I didn't know, but apparently the Trump at some point called the CEO of Apple Tim Apple. And I don't know why, but it destroyed me. It's so stupid. It'll be alright, I hope. I just have gallstones. Oof, ouch. Yeah, and I mean, the ulcer is definitely not helped by the other stuff, right? How is that a thing? How can you bill someone 3K for sitting in triage? It's so bonkers. I mean, talk about something that needs a reform. Good grief. Oh no. Oh, I'm so sorry. Chris, that's really awful. Oh. Dang, that's rough. Like rough on top of rough. Mechanical guy's ass. Dude, it's a fermented, rotten, stinky old ass. It's beyond sense. Oh, ouch. What the heck? It is really rough. Wow. Wow, not a good wow, like a cheapest wow. Oof. Yeah, when it rains, it pours diarrhea from the sky at this point. Yikes. I can't put a hug emoji in a chat, so I'll try and draw a hug instead. Do I hear Mr. Stray Cat? I don't think so. It's possibly kids outside. Hey, Paulo, hi. My hubs wants to move to the States so badly, and I'm like, nope, 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 nope. 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 I mean, if anything, move to Canada. Like, close, but not as bad. I'm gonna sharpen my... Where would he give up free healthcare? I know, I know. It's not about me, but Canada might be... Well, Canada has... I mean, it has healthcare, which beats not having it, you know. Yeah, j'ai bleu. Yeah. Yeah, that's an 8B lead, so I can't sharpen it in a regular sharpener, it just breaks. Hey, Lucine, hi. Are those human faces? Yeah, somewhat. Somewhat. Step and hang up the painting jig. Oh no! But that's fine, I mean... It's still around. More often than not, when I get prints or paintings, I often keep them in the plastic sleeve and use washi tape to tape them to the wall. $8B lead. Ooh, I love dark leads. Hard leads are nice for initial sketches, but if it's all you have, it can suck in. They're pretty nice. Good. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I've been doing a bunch of studies lately. Like, I struggle to do studies from life because it's kind of boring. But I trick myself in like, hey, so you want to do studies from photos. Find characters from movies that you really like and draw them. I'm like, oh, okay. Just afraid to mess it up while framing because it deserves a frame. Aw. I don't know much about frame. Most of the frames I get, it's just like the really basic kind that you, like, you know, you sort of have the frame, this is the frame, and you have those little metal tabs that you pull back, remove the backing, put whatever you want to put in there, put the backing back, and fold those back on the backing. Like, I have never personally made anything professionally framed, just because it's not like super easy. If you like dark LEDs, you need to try the you need to try these Mars Lumograph Black. They're like very, very dark. They're not like, this one is really not soft, but it glides on the paper better. Well, this one kind of, you can hear it. It sort of sticks to the paper a bit more. But it's a good 8B lead, and it's like, it's a bit smudgy. That's like moleskin paper, so it's really soft and smooth. Yeah, I have Blackwing pencils. Yeah. This is the one I have on hand right now. It was getting a bit short, so I got the extender. It's just that the lead is smaller. While with the 8B one, I can have some really fat lines. And what I like of this is that you cannot fall into details too much. Like, you can use since the lead is sort of like this, you can use this part here, the angle, for like smaller lines, but if you use it full on, you get this super bold marking. So I can sort of not exactly do that with the Blackwing. It's kind of fine, but if I had to draw really small, I would definitely pick this up. And I got this pencil extender too, so I can really use up my pencils. I love Blackwing since I was small all the time. Yeah. Also, you can sort of have a long lead like that and work on the side too, which can be fun. And they're good. Like, they're better than basic, though they're expensive too. So only mentioned because Lee Pace is one of the main characters, and I don't have. Ooh, yeah. Hold on. This is gonna be pretty silly, considering I'm doing that from memory, but it's done from memory, but having never really studied the thing, so. What was this? Dude, this freaking. Eyebrows, good. Eyebrows, they were the jam. There you go. From the eyebrows you were drawing French with. Awesome. Sticky feature. It's those mind-blowing eyebrows. You do such strong brows. Well, you kind of have to. It's not going to be Thranduil like the movie Thranduil if you don't do that. He's the highlight of the series. He's the highlight of a lot of things. Like he was good as Thranduil. Like I have a very strong bias against in favor of elves. And when I saw that, I was like, yep, I'm in. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. It looks like you had so much fun with that role. It's hard to say if Black Wings are all good. Everything that goes into production will have variations in between years. Yeah, but that goes for everything. That reminds me, there's an animated version of Thranduil in Mean Girls. Oh no. Oh yeah, sorry, I saw that. I was just overwhelmed with all this stuff. But yeah, sure. By all means, if you want to share it in the Discord, Chris, that's perfect. I will definitely check it out when I'm done with the stream. Because I use Pinterest a lot for references. I just wish that Pinterest had a feature where you can create like a board and upload in one step a bunch of pictures. Because I'm not about to upload every single one of my like various reference folders that are on my desktop, like one picture at a time. No, not happening. But it's sometimes really handy to have it on Pinterest because the global view of all the thumbnails is helpful. I'm switching page because this is a bit off camera at this point. Everything is falling down. Posted the video. Oh, cool. Awesome. Yeah. I started watching The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I just watched the first episode. Hey, thank you so much, Chris. If it's Ginger. Poor Ginger has had a rough week as well. It would be easier to count the number of people who didn't have a rough week rather than the ones who did. True, and we've done video calls before to laugh about our shit. Dude, you would have a lot to to tell each other. I hope things get better for everybody. Yeah. The only reason why I am sort of not openly hoping anything is because if I've learned anything from the last 2 years is that you cannot possibly predict what will happen, and I feel like if I hope too much, I'm only gonna be even more disappointed. But I mean, of course, we all want everything to get better. Of course. Hey, Marinka! Hi! It's been a while, indeed. How are you? Hold on, let me grab my phone. Okay, brain. Okay. Why is there so many app icons with, hold on. Why is there so many icons that are black and white? Black and white, red and white. Of course. Oh, beautiful photos. Wow. Ah, those are really cool. Steve Jobs is trying to kill us. No, it's Tim Apple. Sorry. I know that there are artists like Sarah Faber who are really good at like taking a photo and sort of using it at reference live. I've never really done that with humans, I think. It's a bit of a... feels vulnerable to try it live because it's like, oh, what am I... Like, I'm so sorry! The person on the photo is so prettier than whatever I drew. He'll bust out of his grave on Halloween, be prepared. Still with the same turtleneck and jeans. Let's see. Okay, I just grabbed one. Gonna have to hold it. A practice takes practice. Oh, by all means. Definitely. It's just, I feel like it's really easy to forget that doing that kind of practice and studies is a bit like work. Like, it's demanding. It's not like just like phone doodles, if you know what I mean. Like, it's work. So I feel like sometimes I see people being really dismissive of it. I'm like, dude, yeah, sure, it only drew like 2, but it took me like an hour. Oop. My eye is itchy. I was listening to a studio vlog not long ago, and the person said something that I thought was really interesting. And they were talking about how they were trying to follow a lot of tutorials and always on the lookout for like studies and tips and tricks and all of that. And they realized that they were not exactly enjoying it. And then they went on to explain that they figured out that why they don't exactly enjoy that stuff is that instead of always be on the lookout for new things to sort of incorporate, they realized that they already know how to do a bunch of that stuff. It's more like they don't trust themselves. And I thought that was really interesting. Like, it's so easy to be overwhelmed by all this is probably all wrong, but you know, it's so easy to be overwhelmed with the everything that's available online. And a lot of it is helpful. I'm not saying that it's not, but there's got to be a point at which you start like trusting yourself to like figure it out and not necessarily seek out the answer from an external source, if that makes sense. Oh, have a good shower, Otto. so difficult to draw anything with such a big and unprecise lead, but it's good practice. Sorry, I forgot. Do you use gouache? Sometimes. I think I'm gonna go this. Hey, have a good night, Duad. Thank you so much for being here. Have you tried gouache over colored pencils? Not particularly. Why? Hey, no problem, Jellybean. Gouache stick over colored pencil. I think it really depends. That was my questioning too. Because if you use colored pencils that are wax or oil and you use them really strongly, I think the gouache will have a hard time adhering to the surface. It took me quite some time to figure out what sea monkeys were. Like, I had never heard of them before. And when I saw them for the first time, I was like, oh, okay. I see. Yeah, thanks, Lucine. It's not mind-blowing, but it's practice. I had no problem with the gouache over color pencils, the Brut Funeur square, but I was told it's not archival. It really depends. For gouache, the issue is depending on the pigment, because some of the gouache were used more for like designer's gouache, so it was colors that were meant to be reproduced and not kept. So that's why they would not be light fast. But yeah, it's really difficult. Like, not a lot of colored pencils are archival either. Oh, thank you, Lucine. It's I mean, I don't know. I've been doing this for quite some times, you know? A thing that helped me is the fact that I work with this. And I know it doesn't erase well. So, like, when you do studies with something as unwieldy as a very, like, blunt, soft lead, you kind of have to think twice before you put down marks, because you know they will be difficult to erase. And I feel like that helps me. Like, it gives me that extra moment of pause, so that I try to see, like to make sure, like, is this aligned properly before I put down my mark. Well, if I use something that is easy to erase, I don't think as much. I just, like, do stuff and erase if it doesn't work. Awesome. If you use it for highlights, Katerina, it should be okay. Oh, I have that with ballpoint. Yeah. Another thing that helps is drawing directly in ink, because you can't erase. But the problem sort of with ink is that it might be difficult to do light marks. You can do them with a ballpoint pen, but if you want to sort of really practice this aspect of taking a pause before putting a mark down, like a brush pen or something like that, is does the trick. Like, it's one of those things that I remember switching to that has really helped in a way. Like, at some point I decided just to start drawing faces, like, not even from reference, just a bunch of faces in a sketchbook I had, but directly in ink. And it started as something that I did just because I was sort of frustrated, but I realized that you kind of practice a different aspect of the skill of drawing when you do that. I'm back, at least for some time. Oh, hey, welcome back, Judd. I'm glad you're back. The sink or swim method. Finers are not light fast either, but I'm thinking. Be careful, polychromos are not light fast either, not all of them. As far as I know, there are two ranges of pens that say they are light fast. You have the Derwent Light Fast, which is obvious, sort of self-descriptive, and also the Carandache Luminance. But Polychromos, if you want to get them, make sure you check Lightfast's charts on YouTube, on Google first, like on any browser you use. You might find like people who did a chart and put it in the window, and you'll see that not all Polychromos are light fast. The I love the sink or swim method. Stretch. I need a break to stretch. Some of Polychromos pigments are lake-based and most lakes aren't light fast. Yeah, definitely. I'm pretty sure that they have colors that are very light fast, but it's mostly the stuff you're gonna expect it to be like depending on what's the composition, but stuff like browns, like if it uses a pigment that is light fast and watercolor, there's a better chance that it's going to be light fast as a pencil as well. Okay, I think I need a bio break. I'll be right back. Okay. Sorry about that. What to doodle now? Hey, thank you. I could do another from Riff, but that's... Ooh, the hands. Ooh. Yeah, hands, that will work. And I'm high and want to help. That's such a funny name for a group. I'm from the States and some of the stuff still confounds me. Of my family gets medication for diabetes and it's $300 per month. And they have to get it for 3 months at a time because of some stupid rule. So it's ridiculous on top. Yeah, I feel like all the weird stuff going on with the diabetes medication is where the issue really really shows up. Because it's a life-saving medicine. It's not, well, most medicines, if you're prescribed them, they're really important. So not saying that, but like the consequences of not having insulin if you have diabetes is straight up death, like no doubt. And still, it's expensive like nothing else. It's just, and you got people in there. Of course, there's the one that's called like the diabetes type 2, that is a bit more complex in its as an issue. But if you are born with diabetes and you have diabetes type 1, you still have to pay that same freaking premium for the medicine you need to survive, which is all levels of like nonsensical. Oh, that's so cool, Marinka. Wow, I didn't know that existed. That's really awesome. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's, or like I mean, most people, if they get prescription for medication, it's because they need it. So like anyone whose optic on that is, hey, let me make the most money I can on the back of these people, there's definitely 7 layers of special hell for them. Here my mother-in-law gets shopping bags full of meds every month and pays $0. Yeah. Here the way it works is with the insurance we have is that you pay a franchise, they call it. Like instead of paying, I don't know, like per month, I don't know how much it would cost me, but I pay just a fraction of that price, which makes it affordable. Like if I know that like the anti-anxiety meds I take would be like $60, but I pay like $15. Like that's manageable. And I sit from a country with a healthcare system at the verge of collapse. Oh no, I didn't know that though, dude. That sucks. It was that when I couldn't refill my inhaler. Like, I don't think you can share links straight up in the chat, Marinka, but if you are on the Discord server, you can share the link over there. And if you're not on the Discord server and you would like to join, there's a link in the description. You can just follow it, set up an account if you don't have one already. And it's free and it's really easy to use all in all. Oh, no, of course not. But yeah, I don't think you can share it directly in the chat. She paid her whole life into the system, but it appears she's reaping benefits where my mom, it seemed like she just screwed up. Definitely. Like it's just, and you see it with a lot of people, like there's such a focus on bringing people down as if they were doing something that was illegal. And it's like, but they're not. I remember like another YouTuber, if you guys are familiar with Sharon Collin, she has, what's the word of it? It's ankylosis. I don't remember, but it's an issue with her spine. And she is like it's an issue that officially makes you disabled because you struggle just like standing up at times. And she had her YouTube channel, and there was a big issue with her insurance company. They were like, "Oh, well, you can work. You have a YouTube channel, and you make videos for that. So we're gonna take away your benefits." It's like, wait a second. Wait. What? Like, oh my gosh, it's not the same kind of thing. Like, she was saying how she would make her like edit her YouTube videos while laying on her back on the couch and using like her phone or her iPad. Like it's not the same as work. Like, and I think she was a nurse before. So my mom was a nurse, and I know that you spend a lot of time on your feet and you have to walk around and you have a lot of pill containers to open and close. Yeah, ankylosing spondylitis. That's it. And yeah, and Sharon had to shut down her channel for a good while. And it's not like what did the company think? If they'd done a tiny bit of research, they would probably figure out that, first of all, it's not like doing stuff on YouTube like pays you the same as an actual job, unless you're one of the top content creator, which, let's face it, no artists are. Maybe Jazza counts, but ankylosing spondylitis. Yeah, that's something. That's it. And yeah, and I was like, that's why are they like spending their time on stuff like that? That's not exactly like an issue. That's such some small fry stuff. Oh, Chris, I'm so sorry. Stupid pain. And yeah, that's just one of the things I heard. Like, I know there are others. And at the same time, like, some people get refused their coverage for such stupid stuff. I don't know. So hard to imagine having to like declare bankruptcy because you hurt yourself. It's just wait, hold on, what happened there? Everything I hear about US health insurance is such a nightmare. I agree. So many of the stories we hear are like your first reaction is like, no way. Like, sorry, I got sick, injured in a way I had no control over. Jesus. Yeah, exactly. Like, someone falls and hurt themselves, and anyway, I was watching another video recently, and the person in it was saying how, I think it's maybe it was Savannah Mary, but basically the thing was that if more people in the States had, like, not because it's their fault, but if there were more, like, a better health insurance system and healthcare system in the US, people would be a lot less inclined to go towards really shady alternative quote mark medicine quote marks. It makes no sense. Like, no wonder people are like eating horse dewormer. I don't think it's their fault, really. It's just that they don't see other options. Well, there is the vaccine, but you know, vaccine is free, guys. And the Republicans want to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, which will make... They're stupid. Bunch of dimwits. Any talk about the US's healthcare makes it sound like a third world. I think that's not fair to third world countries. Seriously. Like, not even a joke. To be honest, I'm seriously considering leaving this country when I can, yeah. Unless it gets better in regards to that, but I can totally see it. My dad has a fused spine and had Botox shot for years and paid basically nothing. Then it caught on for freezing your face and it couldn't afford it. Seriously. Wow, that's silly. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of capitalism either. Yeah, that's true. Oh my gosh, that's a good one. Dad says, it's really like that meme that if Breaking Bad happened in a different country, Walter White would never have to make drugs. Exactly! Absolutely. Like, he would get coverage for his care and his family wouldn't be, like, out of resources. We're still having issues in Texas with abortions. Yeah, that's another level of stupid. Wait, maybe not stupid. I don't think it's nice to say that anymore. But it is ridiculous. I mean, yeah, sure, give me all the old white guys telling me how to manage my own body. Sure, love it. Blech. What happened to mind your own business? Seriously. Oh my gosh. I should move to Canada. Yeah, we have space. At least developing countries can't afford better healthcare a lot of the times. America is the wealthiest nation in the world, WTF. Though I think at the moment China is giving them a run for their money. China has spotted the dumpster fire and is like, pfft, not impressed. We also have problems with abortion here, so oh yeah. I mean, it is stupid. People should have rights over their bodies, and when they have, I know. You won't have to convince me. I'm absolutely there. To me, it makes no sense why some freaking old politician dude would have a say in issues like that. Unless they have some level of empathy and are capable of putting themselves in the situations that are presented to them, like the cases, and if they were able to do that, they wouldn't be against it. Like, the last 6 months in particular have made it extra hard to be a Texan. It's always had issues, but good gracious, what is going on there? Yeah, I mean, you dodged a lot of crummy stuff, though. It sucks that your family is still there. My country is a developing country. Healthcare is available for everybody. Yeah, and I mean other places like I don't think Cuba is like top of the developed countries due to a bunch of stuff, and they still have a better access to medication and care than, I mean, everybody has better access to that stuff than in the US, I think. I think in general this world needs a lot more of MYOB. What is that? No offense to anyone, but Texas is becoming the new Florida. We don't need 2 Floridas, seriously. One is enough. It's not much better in the Netherlands. Oh really? You don't have sort of a general system going on in the Netherlands. I didn't know that. Oh, mind your own business. Oh yeah, absolutely. Move your own beer. Make your own beer at this point. I mean, everybody has access to alcohol, but no, not meds. No, absolutely not meds. Let's get everybody like drunk or like have health issues because of alcohol, but or cigarette. Or I mean, even like the quality of the food is an issue. I just hate the US with all the BS. Oh yeah, and it's been like a really WTF 5 years. Like the last 5 years have been really weird to see what happens in the US. Good things we, Poland, are in the EU. At least for now, because we have like the underground railroad network of abortion. Oh my gosh. And sending women to Netherlands, Germany, or Chechnya. Whew. Yes, we do have a general system, but there is like packages, and if your package doesn't include a certain brand of meds, it doesn't include a certain doctor, you're paying out of your wallet. Oof. Let's say we move on to dessert time. Let's talk about food. Food. Oh, I'm so excited for next Tuesday though, because we're gonna be getting some quingamans hopefully. And that pastry is a blessing from the sugar gods. Oh, it's so good. I love it so much. Being serious for once, but I think there is a whole bunch of anger and we aren't trying to figure out why. Yeah, by all means. The only way that anger is treated is through aggression. So, too much lashing out and screaming and not enough listening and food. Yeah, food. Yeah, that's the one I showed you. Hold on, I need to get a pic. I think technically they would be called quignettes because they're small quingaman pastry. But it's so freaking good. Hold on, let me get a photo so you know what I'm talking about, and then I'll ramble about it forever. I should have more recent picture. Oh wait, hold on, they're on Discord, I think. Oh, I need the Quingaman. I was gonna post Chef Baking Alternate Universe F, but I couldn't decide which recipe to link. Oh, seriously, like a Quingaman is from Bretagne. I don't know how you name it in English. Brittany? Not Brittany, but Brittany. I don't know. It's Bretagne in French. Oh, there it is. Oh, look at that! With the bite in it, so you kind of can see the inside. Does anyone here like pierogi? Yeah, oh my gosh, who doesn't like pierogi? It's a dumpling. So, yeah, so basically this thing, the way it's usually made is like a bigger like pastry that you cut in like in slices, like slices of pie, and it's layers of dough, and like thin layers of dough and butter, and then it's cooked in a tin that has sugar everywhere in it, so it caramelizes. So the exterior has this layer of crunchy caramel, and it's basically a bit like a croissant in there. These are like quignettes. They're made smaller, and instead of having all the layers one on top of the other, it's more like a, you know, like it's swirled like a cinnamon bun. But it's still sort of this croissant dough in there. And the exterior is like harder and crunchy from the caramel, and it's amazing. Like, look at this! Holy moly! It's so good. It's so good. Oh yeah, if you see it, the name is a bit. It's called Quing. I think Aman is like that. Quingaman, and like the ones I get, they would be called like quignettes, which is sort of a French way to say like small Quingaman. A bit like what you call like a cup, but the cupcake is to a cake, you know. Oh, it's amazing. So they started having these at the place we order food from, and I was like all over them. The first time I ate some was in here because there was I don't know if it's still there, but there used to be a Breton bakery. Like not too far, but like somewhere on the island, and they would serve the like the pointy pie slices. And that was mind-blowing on its own. Then I went to Bretagne, and I ate one from there. And I don't think it was as good as these quignettes. And then recently I saw these on the website, and I'm just like I would eat them all the time if I could. If I could get away with it, I absolutely would. Oh, it's delicious. Pierogies are amazing. We bought a mold to make pelmeni, which is like the Russian dumpling. It's also really good. My dogs have come to visit. They hear all the talk about food, and they're like, "Oh, hey, food! Do you have some for us? Kind of hungry." I have dreams that a new oven will make all of my baking dreams come true. Pretty sure it's a disguised version of art supplies. And how you use them, not the thing itself. What's wrong with your oven? Hold on, let me get some good Quingaman photos. Oh, seriously, oh my gosh. Okay, so you got all kind of weird stuff. This is the type I had seen before. Oh, and it's the Montreal place too. So that's exactly what I had. And I don't know if you can see on the inside. Oh, this one is a good photo. Like, you can sort of see that it's a bunch of like layers of like thin dough. And it's full of butter because everything from Bretagne is full of butter. And oh, it's really good. And if you're lucky and you go over there and it's still warm, it's even more like amazing. Then you have those odd ones that I've never really seen in person, and at some point you start seeing quignettes. Like, these are very similar to the ones I got. It's like it's carbs, butter, and a bit of salt and sugar. You can't go wrong with that. It's impossible. Did they remove in UBS oven cleaned all of the dial and setting enamel? Wait, how? What? So it's been 14 years of guess which setting burner is gonna come on. Oh no! Hold on. So all the like the writing on it is gone. Though it's fan assisted convection, it does not cook evenly, and there are definitely hot spots. Yeah, I have a really old oven, you know, with the spirally elements on top, like those thingamajig. Like, yeah. That's my oven. And it's just about as old as me. So definitely has a hot spot on the back, but I'm so used to it that I can sort of figure it out. Sorry, I need some water. Before I get all too angry, fasting till... Oh no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we started talking about food and you have to fast. Oh no. But have a good shower and have a good night, Marinka. Thank you so much for being here. The oven cleaner ate the enamel off, so the hole turned the dial to exist. Oh no. Oh, you need to find photos of the plate and rewrite them. How can you? Oh my gosh, that sounds nightmarish. Have you heard about Lagoon, a new cryptid from Krakow, Poland? No, I haven't. Like, my oven is old enough that one of the elements doesn't work anymore. It's fine, I'm kind of used to it, although I'm drooling right now. Do you do intermittent fasting? Bye! Oh, I see. Oh, I mean, check out this thing. Oh, look at the caramel on this. $24. Oh, wow. Well, you are. That's what I'm looking for. I would say like brutal, but in a good way. Does that work? Wow. I'll stop showing off food for now. I need to check recipes for this stuff. Though if I figure out how to make these, I'm done for. Bye. Quingaman is a Breton cake described in the New York Times as the fattiest pastry in all of Europe. The name comes from the Breton language word for cake and butter. Bye, Marinka. How do you pronounce Quingaman? Queen Aman. Yeah, that's it. I know that 1 click cooks things and 2 is the broiler grill. All the others are a total mystery. Oh no. I'm scared of how I still barely know how to cook. It's fine, Val. It's the good thing with cooking is that you can learn. And there is no best before date to learn cooking. So if you start learning to cook when you get to your own apartment, that's perfectly fine. You start with the simple stuff like cooking pasta and eggs. And you go on from there. Like soups, stuff that is not very difficult. And once you figure that out, you can try more difficult recipes. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Katerina. I hope you have a great weekend and a good night. It happened last spring, so hold on. What did you say it was called? It was a lagoon. Krakow. Lagoon. Cryptid? Croissant. The first suggestion is Lagoon Croissant Krakow. Love it. Some distressed women called the animal control in Krakow. There's a strange animal sitting... Oh! Yeah, I remember that was the croissant in a tree, right? If Quingamans were an American dessert, we'd just call them fat cakes. We'd overproduce that, and I'd imagine America would get 15 pounds fatter as a whole. Watch me summon Cthulhu in my first attempt at pancakes. And she said that all the neighbors were scared to open their windows. I think that was the croissant in the tree. That was hilarious. That was so good. Oh, come on, I need pictures. I don't want a stupid thing full of ads. Yeah, that's it. That's a croissant tree. I love it. Can you imagine if all cryptids were croissant? It would be good. It would be fine. My advice with starting to cook is to follow recipes that sound good, but follow them the first couple of times. Oh, by all means. Absolutely. When you start to learn to cook, you have to follow the recipes exactly. And if you happen to not have the same ingredients, find another recipe. Seriously, the best way to... It's a bit like drawing. You gotta learn the basics before you can add stylization on top of it. Same thing. Get out of the way, Cthulhu. Croissant is the new Dark Lord. Oh my gosh. Blackwoods croissant. That's hilarious. That's so funny. I love it so much. I was trying to find a Quingaman recipe. I'm really curious to see what's the ratio of butter in there. Aside from being, like, absurd. Classic Quingaman. For a second. Okay, it's supposedly reconnected. Let me know if you guys can still hear and see. New Jersey croissant. Moth croissant. Croissant of Loch Ness. That one would work. Definitely. First Italian spaghetti grows on 3 and now croissant. Yeah, OBS disconnected like a doofus. So I was saying the Quingaman dough, so yeast, flour, a bit of butter, a bit of sugar, and a bit of salt. Then you have a thing that is called the butter block, which is 6 ounces of salted butter, because I think in Bretagne there is no such thing as unsalted butter, from what I can hear. And half a cup of sugar. And that's it. So dissolve the yeast, make the dough, proof the dough. Okay, fine. Make the butter block. What is that? While the dough is rising, place the pieces of chilled salted butter in a mound on a sheet of parchment paper. Then fold the sides of the parchment up and over the butter. Use a rolling pin to beat the butter firmly but gently, flattening it into a single layer about 1/4 inch thick. Beating the cold butter makes it pliable without also making it soft and sticky. Wow! Wow! Unfold the parchment paper and use a small offset or regular spatula to spread the butter into a 6-inch square, squaring off the corners and straightening. Okay. Punch down and chill the dough. I love these. This is great. If it's got butter block as an ingredient, I'm in. I know, right? The butter block technique is the same as for puff pastry and croissant dough. Yeah, that's kind of what I'm sort of guessing. Press firmly while applying as little pressure as possible. It's a skill, right? Enclose the butter block. Yes, I think it's basically that you put the butter, you really wrap it around with the dough. Then you roll that out, and then you fold it over, and you roll that out, and you fold it over. So you end up effectively layering dough and butter. Croissant and puff pastry dough are so labor-intensive to make. I know. Put cold block of butter inside a sock, and you got yourself a weapon of mass destruction. Also, you got yourself some rations. If you're stuck having to eat, you can sort of take a bite out of the chunk of butter, and you'll be good for a while. Blech. Yeah, that's a lot of work. Dang. Mad respect for people who make kouign-amann. Or the lazy way, freeze the butter. Much, much faster and no firmly but gently. Yeah, you want to make the butter pliable, otherwise it would break the dough if it was too stiff. Yeah. Oh, that reminds me of baklava. Man, baklavas are so good. You can get them like all gooey from the honey. That's the best. The butter and the dough should have the same temperature. Baklava with maple syrup instead of honey. I don't know if it would work as well. It would probably be delicious still, but maple syrup is a bit more liquid than honey. So I don't know. There's actually a limit croissant layers. I think there's a point where the layers become too small and you lose the flakiness. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, baklavas. I've also been making, like, I sort of remembered that you can make rice with angel hair pasta in it. I don't know what's it called exactly, but it's a Lebanese dish. And it's really, really good. Baklava is one of my favorite things, especially if you get it from a really good bakery. Seriously. Pillow rice. I literally... Really? Is that the name of it? Oh, huh. We had Lebanese for dinner. Oh my gosh. Hold on, let me check. It would be really helpful if that happened to be what I'm thinking of. Pillow. Yeah, that's absolutely what I wanted to type. Thank you, phone. Oh, pillow or pilaf? What's the difference between pillow rice and plain rice? Oh, geez. It's not exactly the same thing, I think. Hold on, let me get the riz au vermicelle. The first time I've had it was with Lebanese food, so definitely the same idea. Oh, this is a god-awful photo. Okay, better. It's white rice and it has bits of like vermicelle, like angel hair pasta in it. No, pilaf is not the same thing. I'd rather have a baklava with fruit and something. I'm not a nut fan. But then it's not a baklava at that point. Exactly. Oh, it's absolutely amazing. The first time I ate it, it came in this dish where you had so you had that, the rice and the pasta, like the vermicelli rice, a small salad, the pickled turnip. There was shawarma, shish taouk, hummus, potato wedges, and the garlic mayo. All that in like a dish. And it was out of this world. It was so good. They also had, like, you could buy a baklava for dessert. We had mixed grill with the rice, pickled vegetables, and tabbouleh. You don't need honey for baklava though, that's regional. Where I'm from, they just make a syrup with sugar and water. So, oh really? Interesting. Yeah, the one that I show, the rice with the pasta in it, there's no aromatics in it. You basically just grill you break out the pasta in short bits. You put them in a pan with oil. You sort of toast them. Then you had the rinsed rice and the broth or water, and you cook it. That's it. You can season it afterwards, but the basic recipe is just that. I'm so confused by what Westerners call pillow and pilaf rice. Pillow and pilaf are just different spellings. The word just means... Oh, really? So it's like it's like chai tea and matcha tea. We cook bulgur that way. Ooh, you toast it in oil before adding the water. Though with bulgur, if it's the small one, once the water is boiling, you kind of have to take it off the heat. All the food you all talk about sounds so delicious. It makes me want to cry. I know. It was my hubs tried to make us use spaghetti instead of vermicelli. But I mean, it should work still, right? It's not gonna be exactly the same thing, but if you toast the spaghetti. I was so confused because we went to buy the pasta you need for it at the grocery store, and they didn't have anything that was technically called vermicelli. They call it an angel hair pasta. And I was like, what a silly name. Hey, Jellybean, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great weekend. We'll be ending the stream soon. Like, we're close to our time. And I need a snack. I've been trying to be more careful about what I eat, and for the last week or so, my snacks have been like what I would call the as many carrots as you like and an apple. There was not toasting, but that makes it. We all need a snack. At this point, I'm pretty sure we all do. It's just gonna be difficult to think about like pastries and munch on carrots. Yeah, well, you can have rice vermicelli, but like we used to have wet pasta vermicelli as well, because that's what it's called. The recipe is called Rio vermicelle, but it's not the Asian style vermicelle. It's the flour based one. If we're all going soon, I'll say goodbye now. I'm kind of busy today. Hey, thank you so much for being here, Lucine. I hope you have a great weekend. And YZ too, thank you so much. Have a great weekend, guys. Enjoy the rest of the food talk. Oh my gosh. I desire pizza reheated in the oven. Oh my gosh. Pizza. Oh, bye Val, thank you so much for being here. Have a great weekend too. I hope you have some pizza to reheat in the oven. Play some Stardew Valley. Oh, have fun! I'm eager to see that new game that the Concerned Ape is making. Have a great weekend, Dua. Thank you so much for being here. I'm eating pizza for dinner tonight. Yeah, well, I think we're gonna call it a stream. Everybody's either leaving anyway, which is perfectly fine, no worries, or drooling onto their keyboards from all this food talk. So, thank you so much, everyone, for being here today. As always, this has been super fun, and I really appreciated that you took the time to come over and chill with us today. And I hope you have a great weekend. Oh, leftover Chinese takeout. That's A+ too. Hi, by the way. Oh, sounds so amazing. I haven't had like Chinese food in forever. I have fond memories of takeout. So yeah, have a great weekend, everyone. If you're not familiar with this stream and the Discord server we have, there's a link in the description that you can go check it out. We have a Discord server where we chat during the week, and it's a lot of fun, and it's super easy to set up. It's free, and it's a great community. So yeah, and thank you so much, everyone, for being here again. Thank you, Otto, for being there. I hope your headache is mostly gone. Thank you for another food-filled stream. Oh, we should make that the point, like, always talk about food. Like, I should do my homework during the week and find food stuff to talk about. And have the streams be all about food and drawing food. That would be funny. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Have a great weekend. Have a great week as well. And see you all in the Discord. Bye!